If we're still Kaede, I'm gonna be amazed.
I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
What kind of doubts?
Stacked
Doubts
up.
about the noise, of course. The library should have been quiet, right?
I missed it.
That shot was
Balls.
rolling through the vents. It would have made a ton of noise.
It might have been that one, actually.
So much noise.
The second one.
Rentaro would have heard.
Or maybe that one.
Yes.
I am missing so bad.
Of course it's a big deal.
It could have been like any of those, to be honest.
I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit.
I don't know which one of those I would shoot
still
at.
have my doubts.
Like all of those.
What kind of doubts?
Doubts about the
It's
noise,
a controller.
of course.
It's not a mouse and keyboard.
Library should have been quiet, right?
Got it.
That's wrong.
I think any of those would have been a fine counter. Which might have been the game just handing us one.
The Killing Game promotional video was being broadcast, so the library would not have been completely quiet at the time.
Oh. So that ghastly video drowned out the sound of the shot rolling.
I just realized that Kaede thought that she would have been killing the mastermind. And now she's getting caught for killing somebody who's not the mastermind. I was trying to figure out why she would want to kill anybody. And she didn't raise her hand because Monokuma was still moving around. So that means the person she killed was not the mastermind.
What?
Kaito, are you done now?
If that logic makes sense, then at least. Like, wow.
Damn it. So it's true then? You're saying...
So that means...
Don't you dare do that
correct.
again. Take nabbit. So it means Kaede's sins were committed right before Shuichi's eyes. That's correct. I was with her in the classroom.
I was with... and when she moved the vent grate aside. And when she lined up the books on top of the bookcase.
There are way more books here than I expected. The top of the bookcase is covered, end to end, with clattered stacks of books. This is nothing. As I move the ladder, I reorganize the books bit by bit. Jeez, there are too many books. It might be too hard to set up a camera here. I thought so. Wait, I just gotta try a little harder. Kaede, I know you don't like to admit defeat, but really, it's alright. I continued moving the ladder as I kept reorganizing the books.
And it was the same when you took the murder weapon, wasn't it? You took the shot put ball when you got the cameras for Mew, right, Kaede?
It's Kaede. Something wrong? We need to go before Mew changes his mind. Shuichi was already at the door of the warehouse waiting for me. Oh, sorry. I shoved the things I was holding into my backpack and ran after him.
So you were hiding it the entire time?
Game.
Where would she have even hidden it?
Backpack. Where did Kaede keep it? It could be only one place. Her skirt. I knew
That's
it.
it.
Kaede's backpack. She was carrying the shot put ball in there. Despite its weight, it would have been easy to carry in a backpack. I noticed you also had a spare vest, which you could have wrapped it in. That would prevent the cameras you were carrying from being damaged.
And that means all of this happened right in front of Shuichi.
But we should not blame him for that. None of those actions warranted suspicion at the time, so he might not have noticed.
Ooh, yes. This,
That clears it all up then. Every part of the crime Kaede plotted.
That can't be. It's gotta be mistake, right?
You would never suspect the character you're playing to be the murderer. Oh.
But if all of that is true, then that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's Kaede, you know? She kept preaching about working together, and then she goes and kills in cold blood!
No, something still doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Kaede wouldn't do something like that.
Huh? You mean she's not the type? But you were the one that said she did it, right?
Portland, Tennessee Amber Alert. By the way, that freaked me out too, so hope that wasn't too loud. That's like 3 or 4 cities over, though. Which still makes sense.
Yes, I did say that.
Yeah, that tone freaks me out.
Murder in cold blood is just not in her character. I truly believe that. I believe in her.
Oh, it is not a fire. Trust me. You think this guy cooks?
But why?
I have a Foreman grill for a reason.
Why do you still believe in me, Shuichi? Why? Tell me why! Why are you doing this? Are you still looking away from the truth?
Not at all. My belief in you is going to lead me to the truth. I'll show you what's behind all this. I'll show you your truth.
I know, this is getting crazy, right? Right. But it's time for another tutorial. Your opponent is on the ropes, but they're in argument armament mode and won't listen to you. Well, Mospa, I don't think she's being controlled. I think she truly believed that the person who was going to flip the security, the hidden door, was going to be the guy behind everything, so she was fine killing that person. She didn't expect it to turn out to not be the mastermind. That's my guess. She meant to kill the mastermind and is upset that it wasn't the mastermind. You have to remove their arguments and refute what they are saying. That's how argument armament works. The objective, pardon me, is to destroy all your foe's armaments, then strike at the finishing blow. Tension gauge, rhythm. Okay, so it's a rhythm thing again. Looks a little different. You match the rhythm to shoot down your opponent's statements to damage the armament. She looks like she belongs in Persona. With the mask? She didn't think this through enough, but given the circumstances, the fact she's a teenager, it's understandable. Seems simple enough. The markers on the top of your opponent's statements are called rhythm sights. When the gauge makes 1 revolution, press the correct button to shoot the statement. Okay, so basically when it's coming up is what it looks like. When damaged enough, their armors will break and the music will change. The tempo will also pick up, so match the timing. Can't get on the rhythm? Try pressing right mouse button to activate Fever Time. During Fever Time, you'll become invincible and you can press any button. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this one, Tsundere, because this one looks easier. You can only, well, not easier, just better. You can only activate when your focus energy is full, so watch it carefully. They said RB, not R, right mouse button? Well, you know, right. Sorry. RB. I am. Sorry. When your opponent argument is destroyed, you can give your final argument. Your argument will be displayed with 4 words, which is like on the second one, like last time. A, Y, X, and B. Press the buttons in the correct order to land a finishing blow. Use the split-second logic to refute your opponent's final argument. As always, it was a pleasure.
You still believe in me? I'm definitely the culprit. You think I wouldn't do it? It's all my fault! You still believe in me? I'm definitely the culprit.
I'm not very good with an Xbox controller, so I'm like...
You think I wouldn't do it?
That's such
I'm the
a
one
cool
who
dress.
killed Rantaro.
That's why.
The truth of this case. And that's all there is to it. I'm a terrible murderer. I betrayed everyone. I'm the one who killed Rantaro. That's the truth of this case. Ah! Please stop. Just stop. Remember what I told you? You have
I am
to
so
fight
bad at
for
it.
the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then don't look away from the truth. Please stop. Just stop. Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then... Ah! Do you know what I was trying to do?
Kill the mastermind. Oh, man. I feel smart for getting that part, though.
You weren't persuaded by Monokuma, and you weren't trying to save yourself.
The minigames do seem a lot better. I feel more comfortable doing it on a controller.
Was kill the mastermind.
Kill the mastermind?
She was really focused on whoever opened the secret door would be the mastermind.
Kaede wasn't targeting Rantaro. She was targeting the mastermind. She was trying to end this killing game. She was trying to save us all. Isn't that right, Kaede?
I see! Otherwise, everyone would have died when the time limit expired.
So, she tried to end the killing game by killing the mastermind?
But it's all my fault. Kaede trusted my detective skills. I told her the mastermind might be there. And that's why she set that trap.
So good.
It's all my fault. She trusted my detective work, and I screwed it up.
Stop. It's not true. Please, don't say it's your fault. It'll be harder for me. None of this is your fault. It's mine. Everything's my fault.
Kaede.
Shuichi, can I ask you to do one last favor for me?
Take your hat off.
Can you end all of this?
Or that.
What?
I want you to reveal everything that happened and convince everyone. And then, I want you to end this. That's my final wish.
I know, Kara. I thought it was cute, and that made me that tipped me off that something was gonna happen. Oh, is that function back, True Divination?
I'll end all of this. I'll reveal everything. The truth and the lies.
I just had it backwards. Like, I thought Shuichi was being too good and too nice, and I figured he'd be the killer. And then they switch it around. That's true, True Divination. It would not be the same without the thing that's about to come up here. I want to help grant Kaede's wish. I will now explain a closing argument, and the final piece of detective work to end this trial. In the closing argument, you will wrap up the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. But this recreation is just Shuichi's deduction, so there are gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. After selecting the panels with directions, use the other directions to move the cursor over the gaps. Then fit the panel in the empty space with Y. Only the correct panel will fit. Compare the empty space hints with the stock panel hints to complete the comic book. It'll make sense once we get in there. I'm pretty comfortable with this, I think. There will be some panels that you cannot select at first. Filling in some gaps correctly, you will unlock the other panels. Use left and right buttons, shoulder buttons, not mouse buttons, to switch pages and start filling in as many as you can. Thank you, thank you. Stato! Who wanted to fight against Monokuma after hearing the additional motive? Wait, where am I? Okay, I have prop the gate, turn on the flash function, killing game promotional video. Who wanted to fight against Monokuma after hearing it? Who was asked to modify the cameras? What was the murder weapon found in the warehouse? Oh, there's another line. Oh, God.
Nice to meet you all.
Russ, happy Wednesday, hump day. Hope your games went well. We are trying to wrap this up. Several shot put balls in a thing. So that's this one. Okay, good. So wait, let's just look at all these. Kaito, Gonta, and Tenko. Open the encyclopedia. Prop the vent grate open. Turn the flash function. Killing game promotional video. What is this? What did the culprit do with the library's vent? Propped it open. What books did the culprit set up last? Got it. And what did the culprit do with the modified? Bookcase returns to original position. Bow to Mew. What did the culprit do to the modified camera? Turn the flash on. Okay. What happened to the classroom 1 hour before the time limit? This thing. Wait. That's not it? What happened in the classroom 1 hour before the time limit? I don't know what that one is then. Where was the shot put ball rolled? In the vent. Whose picture was taken when the camera flashed? Got it. Why was the sound of the shot rolling... Why wasn't it audible? Because of that stupid... Go over and down. And I like that it's actually one per page versus it being several. Killing game promotional video... Oh, wait. After the receiver went off, what did Shuichi see in the library? Bookcase returning to its original position. Okay, what is this one again? Who wanted to fight against Monokuma after hearing the additional motive? These guys. Who was asked to modify the cameras? What happened in the classroom 1 hour before the time limit?
This is the truth of the case!
I like there being fake ones, but there wasn't any fake ones in here.
It all began 2 days prior, when Monokuma gave us the additional motive.
Here we go, guys. This is how it works.
The time limit added to this killing game triggered the crime. After the announcement, some of us decided to form groups to plan our next move.
This remix is amazing. I like it.
I had my own plan to find the mastermind, and someone offered to help me. At the time, I never would have imagined they would become the culprit. To expose the mastermind, the culprit and I set up hidden cameras in the library. There was a hidden door in the library that showed signs of use. We deduced that the mastermind would return there to let Monokuma out. The next day, we asked Mew if she could modify some cameras for our trap.
I know.
We then went to the warehouse to gather the necessary materials.
Moss, that's just how this one's done. It's done that this way, where the culprit is like, there's an unmasking later.
All we needed were disposable cameras and a security sensor. But the culprit found something else there. The murder weapon. That's right, the shot put ball. They put the cameras, as well as the shot, in their backpack.
Exactly true. That's right.
Then, on the day the time limit would expire, the day of the murder, the culprit and I collected the modified cameras from you and visited the library. Once there, we searched the room for ideal locations to place the cameras. But even then, the culprit was preparing the murder.
She's really smart for thinking this up, by the way. Of course she was. We were her.
They began by removing the vent grate and laid it inside the air duct. Then, they moved the pile of books on top of the bookcase, pretending to organize them. After that, they placed open encyclopedias on the final bookcase. It appeared innocuous enough, but it was actually a path for the murder weapon. The culprit also tampered with the hidden camera linked to the security sensor. I was responsible for setting up the other cameras, but that one, I didn't even notice their trick. They used duct tape to keep the flash function on. After the cameras were set, the culprit and I climbed the stairs to the first floor classroom. We kept a lookout for the others and waited for the security sensor to go off. During the stakeout, we saw Kaito and 6 others go down to the basement. Rantaro was with them, the first victim. After watching that group enter the game room, I returned to the classroom. With about 1 hour remaining, the security receiver I was holding went off.
Because Kaito's the one that gathered everyone together, Mospa.
I assumed it was the mastermind, so I ran out of the classroom to the library. I was in such a hurry, I left the culprit behind. Looking back on it now, that was the last chance I had to stop the murder. After I had left, the culprit took the shot put ball out of their backpack and rolled it into the classroom vent. This set the murder in motion.
Grrr.
Rantaro had moved the bookcase, triggering the receiver. Unbeknownst to him, the trap had been sprung. First, the modified camera took a picture of Rantaro with the flash on. Rantaro noticed the flash and approached the bookcase to inspect the camera. The camera flash lured Rantaro directly into the murder weapon's path. The shot the culprit tossed into the vent rolled through the air duct. Came out of the library's vent and kept rolling atop the bookcase. Opening the vent grate and organizing the books was all to create a path. Under normal circumstances, the victim would have been alerted by the noise. But the promotional video was masking the sound of the shot rolling.
Fatality.
By the time we had entered the room, the murder was complete. I imagine, seeing Rantaro's body, the culprit probably thought, the mastermind is dead, the game is over, now we can all go home.
Then Monokuma shows up.
But their wish didn't come true, because Rantaro wasn't the mastermind. It was murder, in an attempt to save all our lives. That is the truth. That's the truth behind your lies, Kaede Akamatsu.
Just wow.
The ultimate pianist.
Just wow.
And that concludes the events of this case.
No. Kaede did it?
Damn it!
It is a truth I do not wish to accept. But since Shuichi has brought everything to light, we can at least try to trust the Kaede we've come to know up to this point.
The Kaede we've come to know?
Yeah, I don't think she's an evil person.
Even if she did commit a crime, what Kaede has said to us is not a lie. She wanted to protect us, and I firmly believe that to be the truth.
If that was a lie too, it'd be the last straw for me. I'd have nothing left to believe in.
You guys are so nice, even though I betrayed you all.
No, that's not true, Kaede! You were trying to save all of it.
Nice job, Shuichi. I didn't expect any less.
What?
You were super reliable back there. But you still have a long way to go. You need to be more assertive. If you did that more often, you'd be a pretty cool guy.
Kaede, why? Why are you smiling like that? Why are you still trying to get me to be brave? Why, Kaede? Why are you thinking about everyone except yourself? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder. Why? Why do you do that?
I'm sorry.
Black Naoto?
Stop! At least save it for the end of the trial! Sheesh!
Who's Black Naoto?
Looks like the debate's finished, so that means it's voting time!
All right, you bastards! Press the button in front of you to cast your vote!
She says it so nicely.
And make sure y'all vote, because refusing to vote is grounds for termination.
At last! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
Now there's a Persona 4 character. Okay. They have very similar clothing.
Time!
Oh, and Mosspaw, you're about to see why, like, a really big mechanic in this game that it's known for. Oh, we actually hit the vote button. Could we vote for somebody else?
It seems the voting is
I wonder if that would matter.
Now then,
I almost want to try that next time, is vote for somebody else. See if that actually matters. No, this is Mospaw's first game was us finishing off Ultra Despair Girls. So, he's about to see one of the biggest parts of every other Danganronpa game. Because again, since she was caught, she gets to be punished.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I feel like he should have said that before we showed the votes. Shuichi is hard to say, so sushi? Sure. Oh, we got A's and everything, right? Yeah, got an A. Nice. 224 coins, that's nice. We missed a few times, so we definitely got minus 800, but that's pretty decent. Nice. Oh yeah, Saihara is a lot easier to say. Saihara-san!
Absolutely right!
Well, at this point, it goes without saying, but you all voted correctly! The Blackened who killed Rantaro Amami is the ultimate pianist, Kaede Akamatsu.
I'm glad.
Good.
What?
Good?
Don't screw around!
What do you mean good? Is this how you want it to end?
That's not true.
Not really, but it could have turned out a lot worse. So this is fine too.
I don't get it!
It's not fine. This is super horrible. The worst ever. How did it come to this?
Please.
Kaede, what would possess you to do something like this? Gonta no can accept this. Not unless you explain.
For real?
I won't be satisfied until I hear it straight from you.
Hey!
Kaede, please. Okay, please allow me a few more moments of your time then. It's just like Suichi said. I was after the mastermind the entire time. I wanted to kill the mastermind, and I thought doing that would end the killing game.
But
why did you try to kill them? Maybe they could have been captured. If it hadn't been for the time limit, I probably would have done that. But the time limit meant that capturing the mastermind was less likely to work, you know? Because the mastermind could have just played dumb to run out the clock and kill us all.
Yeah.
I was worried about that happening.
Therefore.
So you thought to kill the mastermind instead.
That's right.
I had made up my mind just before we set up the cameras in the library. I thought it was my last chance to save everyone. I couldn't let that chance pass me by. I had to save everyone no matter what. Even if you had to kill someone?
Yeah.
Right. I thought that killing the mastermind was our best shot at escaping this place together. I really believed it too. Kaede.
But...
Oh, Kaede, it never dawned on you? As soon as that thought entered your head, Monokuma had you right where he wanted. Because what mattered most to Monokuma is that the killing game started.
You really don't get it.
Regardless of your reasons, the moment you felt the urge to kill, you had already lost. You agreed to be part of the killing game when you allowed murder to fill your heart.
Wait.
To put it like that. But he's not wrong. She's the reason the killing game finally started.
No.
But if Kaede hadn't done anything, we'd all be dead by now.
Right.
Kaede, save everyone. We no can blame her.
I know that!
I know! You don't need to remind me. That's why I'm so ticked off. Ticked off at myself for being so useless. You were pretty useless. I agree. Kokichi was